Hello and welcome to my new series, Spiritual Science. The goal of this series will be to connect you to the universe and bring you closer to everything around you, basically. I will do so by, in each video, approach a naturalistic or scientific idea, break it down and try to explain to you how that idea can be viewed in an inspiring and almost magical way. So without further ado, I'm Logical and this is Spiritual Science, because you don't need a spirit to be spiritual. Come here. So I would like to start this series by talking about an interesting outcome of evolution. If you're not that educated in evolution or haven't pondered about it too much, you probably think about apes whenever you hear that word. Yeah, like that's the most common example of evolution. Humans came from apes, and sometimes it's even said that humans came from chimpanzees. But there's much more to evolution than just monkeys. And by the way, we did not come from chimpanzees any more than you came from your brother. You both came from your parents, and just like that, both humans and chimpanzees came from some other ancestor from way back in time. That also answers the question, if we came from chimpanzees, why are there still chimpanzees? We did not come from chimpanzees, and just because your parents might die doesn't mean your siblings can't be around anymore. But that was just a small side note. Back to evolution. According to evolution, we did come from monkeys. What that means is, if you do enough backtracking in your family, like first your mom and dad, then their parents, you'll eventually find a grand yada yada dad that looked more like a monkey than a human. Now, take one of his other children, not the one that eventually led to you, but another, and track that child all the way back to today, then you might find that that child today has evolved to a monkey, a chimp. That means you and this other child, the chimp, are connected. You are literally family. Now, that might not be that enlightening. I'm sure you don't want to be related to a pooping, screaming animal. Or maybe there's enough of those already in your family. So yeah, fuck your chimp cousin. But here's where it gets really interesting. Remember before I said there is more to evolution than chimpanzees and monkeys? Yeah, if you do that same backtracking in your family tree, but go way further back, you'll eventually end up at the first ever mammal, the ancestor of all mammals. And now track another of that animal's child back to today, and you'll end up at your beloved dog or cat or whatever. So that means that you are bonded by blood, your family, with your pets. Isn't that quite great? And you can even go further back. One of the base pillars of evolution theory is that there once was this one first life form from which all species today originate. And if you go all the way back to that and then back to today, you can find a true familiar connection with each and every life form of this earth. Earth is basically just a big family greeting. You are cousins with every animal, every insect, every tree, every flower, everything. Like, wow, isn't that beautiful? As you probably can tell by now, I love walking in the forest. The fresh air, the birds singing, the mild breeze, those things are great. But to know that I'm surrounded by family, that's spiritual.